What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Dapper Snapper Gaming channel, and welcome back to Competitive Decks. That's right, this is our series where we talk about how to use mons competitively and how they work in singles. Now, of course, we do not cover the VGC metagame. However, if you would like some advice on VGC movesets and all that good stuff, I will post those in the comments below when they are requested. I am definitely happy to do that, and I can come up with some sets for you. But this series is really dedicated to singles players, 6v6 singles. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, and we're going to learn about Garchomp. Now, we're starting with Garchomp because it's one of my very favorite Pokemon of all time. I love its design, its typing is great, its stats are fantastic, and it's getting buffed this generation. If you missed our video that goes over all of the buffed Pokemon, well, not all of them, but the top 10 most buffed Pokemon of the new DLC, then make sure to check that out. That'll be down in the description below, and make sure to subscribe while you're at it so you don't miss any of our Crown Tundra content. We are going to be all over it, and we're going to be having a great time. We're going to be live streaming it on the drop day. We're going to be putting out all kinds of competitive decks episodes so that you can learn how to use all of these Pokemon in singles. It's going to be a great time. So yeah, like the video, subscribe if you are new, and leave me a comment down below letting me know what you would like to see next of the Pokemon that are returning with the DLC. So Garchomp, right? I've got 6 sets to show you today because he's really versatile, and here's why. We've got 108 HP, very strong HP stat, which is kind of odd because you don't normally think of Garchomp as a bulky mon, but it actually has decent bulk. 108 HP, 95 defense, and 85 special defense. Those are not bad stats. Those are not bad stats at all. And so you're gonna see how we're gonna use that bulk here in just a second. For now, we're gonna look at a very vanilla set, and then we're just gonna get crazier as we go. So a Choice Scarf set is a very good just beginner set for this. It's very similar to using it like the Excadrill. It does not get Mold Breaker though, so that's where Excadrill kind of stands apart from it. And same thing with something like Haxorus, also getting Mold Breaker. But this gets Rough Skin, which is not a bad ability at all. When someone makes contact with you, they take damage, which is a pretty good thing. We're gonna show that off here in just a second. But for now, we've got Outrage, Earthquake, Stone Edge, and Fire Blast. Now, of course, Outrage and Earthquake are absolutely fantastically strong attacks on the physical side for this. They get the stab bonus, it hits like a truck. Stone Edge works really well with Earthquake. If you've ever heard of Edgequake coverage, that is what this is Earthquake and Stone Edge. And those cover almost everything in the game. This is going to help you cover things like Volcarona. It's going to help you cover, I mean, ground helps you cover almost everything. And then you've got Fire Blast. That is for things like Ferrothorn that would like to switch in on this. That's a very common switch in for this. And of course, Ice types, which are 4 times effective on you. So this is a really, really awesome moveset. One thing you have to be careful of is Landorus. Landorus Therian is a complete check and counter to this if you're running a physical set at all. It comes in and it has the Intimidate, and then it also has really high defense. So yeah, you have to watch out for Landorus Therian if you're running a physical set, and we will talk about what to do about it here in just a second. But for this set here, we're looking at a bulkier set. Now, taking advantage of this bulk here, we have kind of an interesting thing happen because you start to be able to take some hits that you normally wouldn't think you'd be able to take. For instance, with max HP and no defenses at all, you can actually take a Choice Specs Dazzling Gleam from a Tapu Koko 82% of the time. That's kind of nuts. Like that's a calc that kind of blew my mind, right? Specs Tapu Koko, which is very strong. It actually, you live that most of the time, and by a comfortable margin. I would take an 18% chance to OHKO. That's not bad at all. So yeah, this is actually pretty nice, and of course you could fire back with an Earthquake and completely OHKO it, but we have Rocky Helmet on this as well as the Rough Skin, so that way when someone makes contact with you, they're taking double damage on themselves, and of course they're doing less because you've got that bulk investment. And we've got Earthquake and Fire Blast. Fire Blast again being for Ice types and the Ferrothorn and that sort of thing. And then on this we have Toxic. Toxic is there for Landorus Therian, like what we just talked about. That is to make sure that it can't switch in on you every time for the rest of the game. It's a very common switch in, especially if you lead with this and they expect you to click rocks. You can click Toxic and that thing is going to be majorly hampered for the rest of the game, which is absolutely fantastic, and it's going to be on every single team. Just expect it. Landorus Therian will be on like every team, so this is how you deal with it with a Garchomp. The next one we're going to look at is Scale Shot. Now, the next 3 sets actually have Scale Shot on it because I'm very excited for Scale Shot on Garchomp. I think it is an absolutely fantastic move for this thing to get. It's not Dragon Dance, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. So on Garchomp, Scale Shot will boost your speed by 1 stage, and that 1 stage is really all you need with 102 speed. Now, this set is Jolly, and that is of course going to be your preferred one. I personally like running Adamant on this just because it has that speed boost. After a speed boost, you are going to outspeed things like Dragapult as long as it's not scarfed, and you're going to outspeed like Tapu Koko, which is fantastic. And so you can KO with Earthquake a Tapu Koko every single time. Scale Shot, as long as you get 3 hits, you KO, so that's fantastic. And then of course Stone Edge and Fire Blast for coverage there. So this set, honestly, I'm pretty excited about, and that's just with Expert Belt. That's not having it with like a Life Orb or anything. So that's pretty cool for me. I would like for this thing to be able to have some longevity, and so that's why I'm running Expert Belt, but Life Orb would work just as well on this set. I think it's a pretty awesome one, and I think that this is honestly going to be your most seen set out there, to be honest. This is going to be fairly common, I have a feeling. The next one is going to be Double Dance, which is kind of weird, but if you can get both of these setups off, there's not much that's going to be able to stand in your way, to be honest with you. So you have Swords Dance here, and that is of course going to double your attack, and we're running Adamant. We're going full out on this set here. And then we've got Scale Shot as well. So we've got the Swords Dance to boost our attack, we've got the Scale Shot to boost our speed. Once you get set up with this, there's not much that's going to live this. So we've got Earthquake. You know, you could switch out Fire Fang for the Stone Edge just for that Edge Quake coverage because it covers a little bit more, but I'm running Fire Fang here because otherwise, again, Ice types. You know, you could run Stone Edge for that, but then you can't cover Ferrothorn, which is going to be super common. So, you know, it's your pick, whatever you want to do. So whatever your team needs, if you can get rid of Ferrothorn in another way, then by all means run the Stone Edge. So, but that's there to cover the Ferrothorn there. And Life Orb, of course, being a fantastic item to hold on this. It's going to boost that power by 1.3 times, and it's going to make you do an absolutely crap ton of damage. Next is, we're starting to get into meme territory here, and we've got a weakness policy set with that bulk. Like I said, you've got good chances of living these super effective hits, and then now you have Scale Shot. So even without any investment, you can sweep through teams if you get that +2/+2. It's going to be absolutely nuts. So you click Scale Shot on a turn that you're slower, right? So especially on something that you know you can live and they can hit you with something super effective. You live the hit, you click Scale Shot, you're now at +2, so Scale Shot's likely going to KO here, and then you're just at +1 speed, +2 everything else. Everything's going to drop. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be crazy, and it's going to be fantastic. And so I think this set actually is, yes, we're getting into meme territory. It's not going to be the best set. It's going to be very situational, but I mean, it might work. It might work sometimes. All right. So of course, at the very end of all of these, we go full meme. Before we do that, again, I'm going to remind you, please leave a like on the video and subscribe if you are new. We're trying to get to 200 subs by the end of the year, so all of your help is greatly appreciated. Just go down there. It's free. It takes 2 seconds, and it really helps me out, especially being a new channel. We're not even a year old, so the growth is absolutely fantastic, and I would love to grow faster, but I can't do that without your help. So thank you guys so much. And of course, comment down below, letting me know what you would like to see in the next episode of this. Full meme, Whirlpool Toxic Protect. So this is another set that I think is very interesting, right? So Whirlpool and Toxic for the turnly damage and Protect. Here's the thing, you can run this against something like a Landorus, and this is kind of what this is designed for, is to trap in that Landorus, and then you click Toxic and you can Protect. Landorus really isn't doing too much damage to you, and it's going to be taking Rough Skin every time it touches you. So arguably, if you wanted to make this your check to it, you could run Rocky Helmet as well, so that it's taking Rocky Helmet damage every time that it goes to attack you. And you could also switch out the attack from Earthquake to something else that actually will hit it. But this kind of serves two purposes as far as that goes. It allows you to deal with Landorus specifically, but anything else that's kind of a bulkier mon that normally would be able to just sit in on you, you can just kind of deal with it. It's really nice. Obviously Skarmory hard walls this, so you can't really deal with Skarmory on this set, and that's kind of what the Fire Blast is there for on the other sets. But besides that, I mean, you're pretty good to deal with most things. Another thing that's commonly to come in on that is the Tangrowth, and so this will help you to trap in the Tangrowth so it can't go get its Regenerator, and then you click Toxic, and then you click Protect, and so, you know, it puts you to sleep, but like, who cares? It's not going to do all that much with the Giga Drain, so yeah, the Toxic is going to just wear up and up and up as it goes on. It's going to be fantastic. So yeah, this thing is going to be able to check a lot of different walls, which is kind of interesting. So we may have to actually try this out on the channel. So yeah, that is going to be all for today's episode of Competitive Decks. Of course, let me know what you thought down in the comments, and let me know what you would like to see in the next episode. And of course, like and subscribe if you are new. So yeah, we will see you next week with another video. We're going to start doing these pretty much all of our uploading days. We're going to do these for a little bit while I'm building teams and getting used to the new metagame and all that stuff, and then we will have our regular schedule as far as Meme GC, as far as Wi-Fi battles, all that good stuff. It's going to be a great time. Also on Sunday we will be streaming some more Super Mario Sunshine, and that is a fantastic time. I hope you will come and join us for that. So without any more outro and all that good stuff, hope you guys have a great weekend, have a great next week, and I will see you on Sunday for the live stream. Stay safe out there. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.